It is a pleasure of Athletics Federation of India, Karnataka Athletics Association, and NEB Sports Entertainment to welcome you all for the second day's afternoon session of the 62nd National Open Athletics Championship here at Cont Stadium, Bengaluru.
Check. Afternoon session. List of events is as follows. 2:30 p.m. we have javelin men decathlon. At 3 o'clock we have high jump for men. Qualifying round group 1. At 3:10 men 110 hurdles finals. 3:20 p.m. 100-meter hurdle women final. At 3:30 long jump women final. 3:50 100-meter women final. 4 o'clock 100-meter men final. At 4:10 it's at 4:15 400-meter men semi-final. At 4:25 high jump men qualifying round group 2. At 4:30 p.m. we have 400-meter women semi-final. At 4:35 shot put women final. 4:45 we have 1,500 meters for men round 1. At 4:50 p.m. we have discus throw for men final. At 5:15 p.m. we have 1,500 for men decathlon, which is the last event in decathlon event. At 5:30 we have 4 into 100 meter relay for men round 1. So this is the schedule as per day 2 afternoon session.
So, welcome back to our afternoon session for the first of the events which just got underway, and that is the javelin throw for the decathlon. We've got an interesting battle here ensuing for the decathlon, and we'll talk about that with 19 of the decathletes vying for top honors, but the first six is where our attention will be. The first six, perhaps seven and eight. And the interesting fact is, this was Suren R of the railways. He's way ahead with a lead of 225 points, 5,842. In the second position is Gokul KR of the SSCB, 5617 points. And then, interestingly, Yamandeep Sharma 5608, Rohit Roman 5601, and Jaktar Singh Rajasthan 5593. Now, between 2, 3, 4, and 5, the difference is 9 points, 7 points, and 8 points. And that is what is going to make the decathlon extremely interesting during the course of the day. Every throw is going to make that difference. Remember, the javelin throw has become one of the most popular events in the country, with two big names in Neeraj Chopra and Kishore Kumar Jiana. 40.55, that's not a big one. You got to throw around. The only difference could be these guys throw 40, 45, and then someone comes up with a stellar 50 plus, and that could change the entire complexion. Going into the ninth round, recollect, it was R. Suren, and it was shuttling between Kushal Moite and Yamandeep Sharma. Kushal Moite and Rohit Roman. But from nowhere has KR Gokul come. So where is the nowhere from? He jumped 4.50 in the pole vault, and that got him valuable points to push him to the number two spot. Gokul KR of the SSCB represents the Indian Navy in the services competitions. Gurlal Singh of Punjab, wonder whether he has any chance because he's way down at 4733. That should be good. 49.25 could be just pushing him up the ladder. The throwing of the javelin, of course, as we all know, differs from the other throwing events because of the shape of the implement and a direct line action from a run-up that is virtually unrestricted. Navjot Singh, the police. Navjot Singh, the 2021 Federation Cup silver medalist. He's got a personal best of 8,116 points and a season's best of 6,433.
Just pause it on and come back.
Navjot Singh of the police sports control, 7th position in the decathlon so far after 8 events, 57.6. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. That'll fetch him some very valuable points. 57.65. when you compare it with some of the others who've thrown around 40 to 45.
Next event on track will be 110 hurdles in the men's section, which is going to be a final race. One of the most spectacular.
We will now come up to the 110 meters hurdles, also the finals in a short while from now. The javelin, of course, will continue for a fairly long time with as many as 23 of the decathlons. But in a minute from now, it will be time for us to go across to the left of where we are sitting, and that will be the finals of the men's 110 meters hurdles. That's an event to be watched as they vault over the hurdles. Modern hurdling, but we are at the javelin as of now still, and that javelin is for the men in the decathlon. .78.74. We saw that for 55 or 56.
Ladies and gentlemen, drawing your attention towards the 110 hurdles men final race. Introducing the athletes. In lane number 1, bib number 831 is Sahan MD from Police Sports Control. Lane number 2 is bib number 1004.
So we now shift to the finals of the men's 110 meters hurdles. Syed Envy of the police sport in 1, Tarundeep Bhatia of the SSCB in 2, Tejas Shirse of the railways is in 3, Dhanush Adityan of Tamil Nadu is in 4, Manav R of Tamil Nadu is in 5, Madhavendra Shekhawa of Rajasthan is in 6. Each of them has a different style when they're introduced. Sushant D of Karnataka is in 7, and Amarendra Aulak of Punjab is in lane 8. The national record, Siddharth Tingalaya at Mesa 13.48 in 2017. Siddharth Tingalaya also holds the meet record set in Calcutta, 13.77. They're on their respective places. That's the lineup for you. Sahad in 1, Tarundeep in 2, Tejas Shirse in 3, Dhanush Adityan in 4, Manav in 5, Madhavendra in 6, Sushant in 7, Amarendra Aulak in 8. The first final of the afternoon session, the men's 110 meters hurdles. It's called the high hurdles. The leading athlete, Sahad V, 2023, the Indian Police Champion silver medalist. Tarundeep Singh, who is also here, he's drawn in lane 2, 2023 Inter-Services silver medalist. Tejas Shirse is drawn in lane 3. He's the 2022 National Games champion, the 2023 Fed Cup and the Interstate champion. Dhanush Adityan in 4 is the 2023 Khelo India University Games champion. Manav R of Tamil Nadu, 2023 the Inter-University silver champion medalist. Madhvendra in 6, his personal best of 13.92, 2023 Fed Cup silver medalist. Sushant in 7, 2023 Khelo India University bronze. And Amarendra Aulak in 8, the fourth at the 2023 Indian Police Championships. What a lineup as Muthu joins me here. What a lineup this is. The high hurdles, will Siddharth Tingalaya's record go? The Open National 13.72, which was set here yesterday. Tejas Shirse of Maharashtra 2023. Shirse is the 2022 National Games champion. They are on their blocks now.
Yes, as they are about to take up the final in a very short time from now, we would like to keep you reminded of the winners of the last edition of this championship. Maimon Paulos won the gold for having clocked 13.97 seconds. Tejas Ashok Shirse, silver medal for the performance of 13.98 seconds.
Remember, he's the National Games gold medalist. So that silver, perhaps he converted into gold, and that's what he'll try to do here also.
Yes, sir. And Sachin Binu got the bronze for having clocked 14.19 seconds.
He's not here today. So Shahad in 1, Tarundeep in 2, Tejas Sirse in 3, Dhanush in 4, Manav in 5, Madhvendra in 6, Sushant in 7, Amarendra Aulak in 8. National record, Siddharth Tingalaya Mesa 13.48 2017. The games, the Open National record 13.72. Watch out for Tarundeep, Tejas Shirse, Dhanush. 2, 3, 4. Clean start there. What a final this is. In the inside, lane 3, Tejas Shirse is strong. He's got virtually half a body length ahead. He goes through. Surely it is his. Surely it is his. It is Tejas Shirse, the champion here in the 62nd National. Do I have it right or do I have it the other way? What a start this is. The 110 meters hurdles.
And it was an excellent start, and right from the beginning it was Tejas Ashok Sirse of Railways who was leading, and at no point of time he was reducing his speed. And there you could see from lane 3, that is the way in which he is keeping away from the other athletes bunching out, and clearly above all other athletes. And there you could see a comfortable finish for him with no one closer to him. He was able to finish so comfortably, leaving Madhavendra Singh.
Well, he's broken his own Open National record with 13.67. Tejas Shirse of the Railways. He's broken his own record of 13.67 this morning. He had clocked 13.72 the Open Nationals. And Madhvendra of Rajasthan 13.89 with Manu R of Tamil Nadu 14.11. Oh, what a race this was. Tejas Shirse was just going great guns there. He just didn't falter anywhere. Picked up each of the hurdles with consummate ease. He just glided over. And Tejas Shirse, the first final Muthu of the evening, wins the gold in the men's 110 meters hurdles, 13.67. I wonder whether Arnia Garcia has watched him from the stands out here. Must be such a happy man to watch the 110 meters hurdles finals.
Milind Wagleser, as you rightly said, he had converted the silver to gold, and that too with a very good timing with 13.67 seconds, and hope he'll be holding the national Open Nationals record hereafter.
So 13.67 to Tejas Shirse of the Railways. The Railways picking up the first medal of the final year. 2002, his personal best was 13.61. So he's quite capable of that mark which he did. He did mention that he is the National Games champion, the Fed Cup champion and the Interstate champion. So plenty of medals in his cupboard, Muthu. And he adds one more to that wonderful cupboard of his.
Excellent. And there again we are at the javelin throw arena where the decathletes are taking up their 9th event.
So this was one of the 7 finals of the evening. The second big one will be the women's 100 meters hurdles. And then, of course, at 4 o'clock, you'll have the two huge events, the blue ribbon, as they call it. The 100 meters final for men and the 100 meters final for women. Will we have a national record in the 100 men today? Yesterday, 10.23 for Manikanta HH of the SSCB, and his eyes are on the record. Now, Muthu, forget the record. He's got to first make sure that he finishes first.
Yes, yesterday he was in tremendous form. Whether it is heats or semi-final, he was going all through. And today we will have to wait and see whether he will be able to maintain the same form and take up the record even.
So the javelin continues in the decathlon. This is an important event because 6 of them are knit closely together. R. Suren, Gokul K.R., Yamandeep Sharma, Rohit Roman, Jaktar Singh and Kushal Moite. Nothing much separates them. Someone who's very good at the javelin, and then finally someone who's very good at the 1500 meters. That's going to make that big difference. Southpaw or left-handed? The next big event is going to be the 100 meters final, the hurdles for women. And that too will be an event which will be pulsating, just 100 meters, just about 13 seconds. Someone who's made it her property is Jyoti Yaraji. And I was reading about Jyoti Yaraji, about how she had a message for Gautam, the coach, on her bib at the back. A coach who passed away in an accident in August. And it was so touching for her to do that. Gurlal Singh, Punjab. Navjot Singh, who is in position 7 in the men's decathlon at the javelin stage. of the four throwing events, the javelin, of course, as we repeatedly say, is certainly the odd one out for a number of reasons. The shot put, the discus, and the hammer are frequently termed the heavies, whereas the javelin thrower is always of a more slender build. Perhaps changing these days. Dhaval Solanki, he represents Gujarat, but is also an army man. And the javelin thrower, in most cases, has a completely different personality and a philosophy from the heavy thrower, and could be placed in a category alongside the vaulters, the jumpers, and the decathletes. The javelin thrower also has an almost unrestricted approach in that it's the total distance cannot exceed 120 feet and the width variation cannot exceed 13 feet by 1.5 inches. Such an area permits tremendous variations in the initial part of the movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you over to the start line of 100-meter hurdles to present you the women finalists. In lane number 1, for Inter-University 2023, representing Tamil Nadu, yes, 3 days mark. In lane number 2, 2023.
So the 100 meters hurdles, the final coming up here is lane number 1 is S. Shrishma of Tamil Nadu. In lane 2 is Maumita Mondal of the Railways. In lane 3 is Pragyan Prashant Sahu of Odisha. Lane 4 is Pranjali Patil of Maharashtra. In lane number 5 is Sapna Kumari.
2022 National Open Athletics Championship silver medalist.
The 2022 Open National silver medalist.
In lane number 6,
Anjali C in 6.
13.65
13.65 is our best.
C. Anjali. In lane number 7,
Medha Kamath is in 7, also of Karnataka.
2023, representing Karnataka, Medha Kamath. And in lane number 8,
Vinita Babu of Kerala is drawn in lane number 8.
representing Kerala, Vinita Babu. The national record stands in the name of Jyoti Iraji.
The national record, Jyoti Yaraji at Chengdu 12.78 on the 4th of September 2023. The meet record, also Jyoti Yaraji, Bangalore 12.82 2022 on this very complex, or in this very track. The finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles. In 1 is Shri Reshma, in 2 is Maumita Mandal, in 3 is Pragyan Prashant Sahu, in 4 is Pranjali Patil, in 5 is Sapna Kumari, 6 is Anjali, 7 is Medha Kamath, and 8 is Vinita Babu. Watch them hurdle at consummate ease. The second final of the afternoon session. Tejas Shirse won the men's title in the 110 hurdles. We're now looking at the women's 100 meter. There go, clean start. In the inside, in lane 2, Maumita Mandal. Oh, she is way ahead, Maumita Mandal. She is ahead, but catching up very quickly. In lane 4 is Pranjali Patel. That's close. That's very close. Is it Maumita Mandal? Is it Pragyan? Is it Pranjali? That was extremely close. What a start it was for Maumita Mandal of the Railways. But then, at the 25 meter mark, it was the others who nearly caught up with her. They said, high time. This is where Maumita Mandal is scheming through. Now watch. In lane number 5, Sapna Kumari, and in the inside, Pranjali Patil. And it was here, I suspect, Pranjali Patil of Maharashtra. This is the hurdle which made the difference. Yeah, that's the difference towards the end. 12.46. Pragyan Prashant of Odisha, 12.46. Sapna Kumari, 13.47. And Anjali of Karnataka, 13.53. वो नीचे है क्या?
And we are at the javelin throw arena where the decathletes are taking up their 9th event. And for the next throw, it will be Kushal Mohite of Maharashtra. The third trial is in progress at the javelin throw arena. Kushal Mohite of Maharashtra is about to take his third trial.
The 100 meters hurdles for women, and we go back to the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games, and how India is proud now to have Jyoti Ayaraji. And here's this girl from a state which has continued to produce champions, whether it's Duty Chand, the 100, the 200, Saris, and so many of the others. And Pragyan Prashant Sahu of Odisha, she comes from a place which is normally hit by so much of cyclone, Balasore.
Yeah, actually.
So, you know, that's the beauty of this nation. They all come back and they all bounce back. And as she's got the smile on her face. Tell me, कि यहाँ पर अगर ज्योति आरजी होती, तो आपके ये जीतने में कितना फर्क होता?
Sir, I always work for me to beat me, my personal best. Then what result is coming, that is like, okay, that is the reward for me. But I always want to like work hard and beat myself. And even she is doing really well. She's my senior. We both were training in Reliance. So I really respect her, whatever she has done. She proved that we can go so far in sprint and sprint hurdles. So she is really an inspiration for me.
Amazing, amazing. You know, this girl says, I fight for myself. I'm the competitor for myself. And that's a great attitude. Someone could turn around and say, oh, now I'm looking at my right and the left. Going into the finals, what were your thoughts? Were you nervous? Big final, big occasion, wonderful stadium, live telecast, people watching you?
No, whenever I go to stadium or I'm going to do final or semi-final hits, anything, I just want to beat myself. Who is standing behind me, who is standing beside me, who is standing in front of me, it doesn't matter for me at all. Like when I am on the track, I'm the queen and I will beat myself. That's all.
13.46, 12.82 the meet record, national record 12.78. Somewhere at the back of the mind was a meet record was there, or you said I'm happy to win a gold medal at the National Open, because at the end of the day, a gold also is a gold.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a silver and a bronze.
Yeah. So like So far, whatever I have trained, I always want to execute that. So I am not in that level now. So for me, my personal best is the winning. If I am winning gold and I'm not doing my personal best, means I'm not happy. Even I'm not winning a medal, but I'm doing my personal best, then I'm happy. So that's all matters, the timing. What I am like continuing putting like my PB or not. That matters actually for me.
One final question, because I know you got to go. Balasore, I mentioned at the very beginning, always, that belt is hit by cyclone. What is it in you people?
Yeah, actually,
the people of Balasore and that entire belt just rise from nowhere.
Yeah, sometimes for 2-3 days current is not there and there is no synthetic track. Even the government is doing so much in Bhubaneswar and all. Now he is trying to put tracks on a rural area so that the grassroots level athlete will come forward and perform like how I am doing today. So that's a good thing actually.
Wonderful. And one dream that you have?
Obviously, I want to represent Olympic. Even I want to win a medal in Olympics.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The winner of the 100 meters year hurdles for the women is Pragyan Prashant Sahu of Odisha, and what a way she finished that event. Good luck to you, and I'm sure you'll make this nation proud.
All your blessings, so thank you.
Thank you. So there you are, as live action continues here on our channel.
Yes, we are back again at the javelin throw. And now it will be the turn of that is the introduction of a long jump.
Bib number 441 representing Tamil Nadu is Sherin A.
Railways, A. Pratiksha of Tamil Nadu, A. Sherin of Tamil Nadu, Bhavani Yadav Bhagavati of Andhra Pradesh, Ankita Chowdhury of Delhi, Shivangi Dubey of Uttar Pradesh, Mayuri Ben Gamit of Gujarat, Priyanka Kerkata of Railways, Meryl Matthew of Tamil Nadu, Manisha Meryl of Odisha, Sharvari Parulkar of Maharashtra, Prabhavati of Kerala,
Six from Odisha is Manisha Medal. Bib number 247 representing Maharashtra is Sharvari Purkel. Bib number 224 from Kerala is Prabhavati PS. Bib number 397 representing Rajasthan is Priya Rathore. Bib number 104 representing Andhra Pradesh is Kusuma Ravada.
Going through
Bib number 369 representing Railways
which is
Bhairavi
on for a long time, because there are as many as
representing Police Sports
20 long jumpers. So this will go on for a long time. When you talk of the long jump, there's one name which strikes out and she holds the national record as also the meet record. Anju Bobby George, Athens 6.83. I was lucky to be there to watch her on the 27th of September 2004. Anju Bobby George, now the Vice President of the Athletic Federation of India. She also holds the meet record of 6.74 in 2002. We've had some of the others, girls coming up, but Muthu, I'm a bit surprised that Anju Bobby George's record of 6.83, the national record, has been there for 19 long years. So 19 years that this record has not been broken, and the meet record has not been broken for 21 years. So just goes to show how good or how great Anju Bobby George was. The others are all coming around 6.83 but not breaking it. They're all coming around 6.74 but not breaking it.
Yes, Wagle sir, in the men's section of the long jump, it is frequently new records are being brought in, but as you say, it is almost 19 years old. What is happening in the women long jump, sir?
So yes, that's a question which I think the athletes themselves will be able to answer and no one else. This is a wonderful view of the Sri Kantirava Stadium in Bangalore. The middle section, lush green, is also used for football. The ISL events take place there. How I wish, Muthu, that this stadium had more spectators. Because when you have spectators, you have the athletes who are, sort of induced or inspired to perform. I'm not comparing them, and I hope people listening to me on this live telecast do not misunderstand me, but I give this example always that in a circus, if you do not have a crowd, the joker cannot perform. If you don't have a crowd in a circus, the trapeze artist cannot perform. And the animals there, the lions, the tigers, the elephants, they do not perform. So it's the same in sports. You need crowds to inspire the athletes, the sports person. And athletics is one of them. When you're in the long jump, if you see some of the world best, if you see some of the Indians, they turn back and tell the crowd with two hands, up, 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 which means cheer me on, And that cheer at any level, out here they are representing the state, the services and the police. These are the two institutions, and the railways, and the respective states. At the national level, you are representing India. So when the sports person or the athlete, Neeraj Chopra, he may be a legend, but when he sees the Indian flag and when he sees the Indian crowd there cheering him, or the international crowd cheering him, because Neeraj Chopra is now an international legend. He's not an Indian legend. He is the property of the world. So I wish there was a bigger crowd out here to watch this wonderful event going on at the Sri Kantirava Stadium in Bangalore.
Yes, Wagle sir, as you rightly put up, any competitor, any performer needs crowd. So that support is something marvelous which will make them to go much more higher. And here we could see some of the people, and in Kerala, that is an exception. Wherever it happens, whatever be the meet, whatever be the sport, there will be many people peeping inside, and one great surprise is that even after the events are over, they will patiently wait to witness the medal presentation ceremonies also. So that was my experience, having come across so many stadiums all over the country, and Kerala is an exception. And here, of course, there is a good crowd being located in a very central place at Bangalore. And Bangalore, as you know, many people say that it is a running capital of India, because very often they conduct marathon and 5K, 10K races, and this is a place which is having more races. What do you feel, sir?
Well, it is, but as I said, I'm absolutely straight when I talk. So if there's a crowd out here, the crowd is the athletes. It's not the... In the morning, I saw a lot of children. I saw about 50 or 60 children. Their coach must have got them. We'll look at the long jump here. The long jump, 20 of them. And this is A. Shireen of Tamil Nadu. So amongst the top jumpers, Muthu, out here in this event, V Nina, 2018 Asian Games silver medalist. Was she there? V Nina. She's listed as a 211. So she is the Asian Games silver medalist with 6.66. We also have Shireen, who just jumped 2021 National Under 23 champion. She's best of 6.45, but she's got 6.04. So she's capable of doing the 6.45.
Yes. And we have, of course, Nina from Kerala.
Manisha Merel of Odisha, she's here. 2023 Khelo India University Games champion. So she's here as well. Priyanka Karketa of the Railways, 2022 Inter Railway champion. So, if you look at the list, almost the top 10 of the women long jumpers are all here.
Yes, as you rightly said, V Nina representing Kerala is available in this meet. A. Sherin just completed her jump. Manisha Merrill is also available over here. Priyanka Kerkata is another big name. She is also available. And Bhavani Yadav, she is also present in this meet. Pooja Saini, representing All India Police, is also available. Renu Grewal, representing Railways. So, and there is first trial is underway in the long jump arena for the women athletes, and that was Ankita Chowdhury of Delhi.
This is the third final of the afternoon session. Muthu, the 110 meters hurdles, Tejas Shirse won for the Railways, but he's also from Maharashtra. And I was a bit surprised because I nearly thought that Pranjali Patil of Maharashtra had finished as the top, but she wasn't to be. So it was obviously towards the end that Pragyan Prashant Sahu of Odisha, 13.46, took the title. And when I spoke to her, she says, I fight against myself. I don't fight against someone who's to my right or someone to my left. That's a good attitude, isn't it?
Yes, that's a great attitude. And it was Ankita Chowdhury of Delhi who had registered 5.45 in her first trial. And it will be Shivani Dubey of Uttar Pradesh who will be taking her trial. Shivani Dubey moves on. And as you said, A. Sherin of Tamil Nadu had won under 23 medal in 2021, was not in the scene for quite some time, and she is back again. And that is 5.38 by Shivani Dubey of Uttar Pradesh in her first trial. And the next athlete to take the first trial will be Mayuri Ben Gamit of Gujarat. And well, viewers, you will be watching this live streaming on Athletics Federation of India official YouTube channel. You can also follow us on official social medias, Twitter and Facebook, Athletics Federation of India, Instagram, AFI India _official. 5.57 meters being registered by Mayuri Ben Gamit of Gujarat in a first trial.
So when you talk of the all-time list for India, I've been talking of the world. So let's talk of India as a nation in the long jump. We've been talking about Anju Bobby George as we now watch the girl from, that's Priyanka Karketa of the Railways. Priyanka Karketa of the Railways, who is the 2022 Inter-Railway champion. A wonderful run-up. Not too much of a hitchhike kick there. And just as we watch the next one coming up, so look at the names. Shaili Singh, the young girl, 6.76. JJ Soba, 6.66. The girl from Hyderabad, represented India also at the 2004 Olympic Games. 5.66 for her. Not a great jump. V Nina, she's here. She's got 6.66. Has she jumped, V Nina? I didn't see her jumping, so I hope she's here because she looks one of the top contenders. Mayuka Johnny in the long jump. Ansi Josen, M.A. Prajusha, Naina James, Pramila Ganpati, Pramila Ayappa, and B. Aishwarya. That's the big list of the women of the past.
Yes, and that is going to be Meryl Matthew of Tamil Nadu who will be taking her first trial.
It's going to be a long evening. 20 long jumpers, Muthu. 20
Yes.
long jumpers. So it's going to be a very, very long evening. At 4 o'clock, a reminder that it will be the or 3:50 to be precise. It's the women's 100 meters final, and at 4 o'clock is the men's 100 meters final. The long
5.54 meters was registered by Meryl Matthew of Tamil Nadu.
The long jump, of course, the aim of the run-up is to establish the maximum horizontal speed. Manisha Merel, the 2023 Khelo India University champion, Manisha Merel, a personal best of 6.22 comes from Odisha, a state which has been doing exceptionally well in athletics, hockey. Some wonderful complexes there. The Asian track and field was held at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. 5.70 for Manisha Merel. The Commonwealth Table Tennis Championships were held in Cuttack, about an hour away from the capital Bhubaneswar. Sharvari Parulekar, 2023 Maharashtra State silver medalist. Her best is 5.75.
And Sharvari Parulekar of Maharashtra is about to take her first trial. She moves on.
When you talk of the long jump, the speed actually loses at the takeoff but must be kept to the minimum, as the distant jump depends largely on the run-up speed, and the most important factor in long jumping that it is. Further, the execution 5.20 for Sharvari Parulekar, and further the execution of the run-up influences the quality of the phase, particularly the takeoff.
And it will be now P.S. Prabhavati of Kerala to take her first trial. And so far, A. Sherin had crossed that 6 meters, registered 6.04. And all others are at 5:38, 5:57, 66, 5.70 like that. P.S. Prabhavati had registered a performance of 5.67 meters, representing Kerala in a first trial. And next, it should be Priya Rathore of Rajasthan.
So Muthu, while we watched the long jump, remember the pole vault went on for 4 hours.
Yes.
The decathlon pole vault. I think you were kept away from lunch. I hope you had a good lunch.
Yes, definitely.
Late lunch doesn't matter as long as you had the lunch.
Yes, at least you came and relieved me for the lunch. That was very nice.
We are 6 minutes away from the final of the women's 100 meters. The blue ribbon event, 5.63 for Priya Rathod of Rajasthan. The 100 meters where the national record is Duty Chand. She's not here. Kusuma Ravada of Andhra Pradesh. She's not amongst the leading athletes. But Muthu, even if she's not amongst the leading athletes, she has a huge support.
Yes, she was asking for support and immediately crowd responded. And as you say, probably many people would have been from her state.
You know, that's why I said she was pumping herself. She had both her hands in the air, encouraging the crowd, telling them, cheer me, cheer me. 5.70, not bad.
Yeah, 5.70, a good jump. And she involves everyone for her jump. That is a great one.
This is the first round of the women's long jump. Bhairavi Roy, the Railways. The Indian Railways, over decades, has produced great champions in every sport. You name a sport and they produce champions. And athletics, I think the role of honor is a who's who in athletics. It'll take us 10 minutes to talk about the champions in athletics out there.
And Bhairavi Roy, 2023 Inter-Railway champion.
So we're now coming up here to the finals of the women's 100 meters. In lane number 1 is Avantika Narale of the Railways. In lane number 2 is Shabani Nanda, the favorite, defending Open National Champion. In lane 3 is Giridharan Rajkumar, 2023 Tamil Nadu State Champion. In lane number 6 is Kamaljeet Kaur, 2023 Inter-Universities Bronze Medalist. S. Neha is drawn in lane 5, the 2023 Inter-University Silver Medalist. Following her is Nitya Gandhe of the Railways, 2021 Open National Bronze Medalist and 2021 National Under-23 Champion. Gnaneshwari 80, the 2023 Federation Cup Bronze Medalist, is drawn in lane 7. And to complete is Abhinaya Ranjan, or is it B. Shiva? Abhinaya Ranjan, the 2023 Asian Youth Champion. All eyes will be on Avantika Narale of the Railways. Shabani Nanda, not a good timing to start in the earlier rounds, but she's the favorite, the defending Open National Champion, Muthu.
Yes, defending Open National Champion. And the last year silver medalist was Himashri Roy of Railways. And in the last edition, Shabani Nanda had clocked 11.55 seconds.
So there you are, the blue ribbon event. Lane 1, Avantika Narale. Lane 2, Shabani Nanda. Lane 3, Ravi Kumar. Lane 4, Kamaljeet Kaur. Sneha in 5. Nitya Gandhe in 6. Daneshwari in 7. And Abhinaya Rajan of the Railways of Tamil Nadu in lane 8. Oh, there they go. Wonderful. Oh, false start, I suspect. So who's the unlucky girl? Who's the unlucky girl? C.K. Satyan. Now watch that very carefully. Oh, there you are. Lane number 5. Looks in trouble. Is that 5 or is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. God. S.S. Sneha, the 2023 Inter-University Silver Medalist. Number 4 there. She's still there. So was it the starter's gun? No, the red card has been shown. Yes, it's lane 7. Lane 7. Gnaneshwari, she has been amongst the top girls. Gnaneshwari 2023 Federation Cup Bronze. Muthu, what a way to go out, isn't it? You do all the hard work. So on the outside, there you are. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely clear. T. Gnaneshwari, 80 Gnaneshwari of the railways. So you're down now to six or to seven of them. Avantika Narale in one. There goes to the left of your picture frame, T. Daneshwari of the railways. So the lineup then is Avantika Narale in one, Shabani Nanda in two, Giridharan Ravikumar in three, Kamaljeet Kaur in four, Sneha SS in five, Nitya Gande in six, seven is vacant, and eight is Abhinaya Raja Rajan. Muthu, where do you think is your thumb?
Yeah, here it should be a contest between Avantika Narale and Strabani Nanda, and of course from lane number 3, Giridharni Ravikumar of Tamil Nadu was also doing well.
I
in
want,
yesterday's
I
heat.
want, I want one name, not three names.
Okay.
No problem. There you are. Start of the 100 meters for women. They go there. That's clean. In the middle, it's SS Sneha. In the inside, going strong. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's close. What a finish! What a finish that is! What a
Giridharni Ravikumar of Tamil Nadu.
wonderful
Should
finish
be.
there. Wonderful finish. She had a great start drawn in lane number 3. Look at that momentum that she's got. In 5, SS Sneha is coming up very strong, but it's lane number 3. Oh, look, she's building up that lead, being pushed there by 5. SS Sneha. Very close, wasn't it, Muthu?
Yes.
Very close.
It was a very close race, and Giridharni Ravikumar of Tamil Nadu, clocking 11.36, becomes the fastest women athlete of this 62nd National Open Athletic Championship. SS Sneha of Karnataka finishing for silver with 11.42 seconds.
Yes, there you are. Virtually, the photo finish tells you how close they were. But Muthu, if you look at this girl, the girl from Tamil Nadu, Giridhar Rani Ravi Kumar, 10.36. We'll try and have a chat with her later. But a brilliant start, and she nearly messed it up. Because in 5s, SS Sneha picked up the loose threads that she had and pushed the winner towards the end.
Yes. And Giridharni Ravikumar was all along increasing her speed without any fear around, and she was keeping on moving towards the target. And of course, if there could have been some 5 to 6 more meters, Sneha would have caught her.
So we can come back to the long jump for women. We I remember the last Muthu when we left for the 100 meters for women in the first round.
Yeah, it was Kusuma Ravada of Andhra Pradesh who had the support of the crowd, and she made a mark of 5.70 meters in her very first trial. And now it's going to be A. Shirin of Tamil Nadu is about to take a second trial. In the first trial, she made a mark of 6.04 meters. A. Shirin, the under 23 champion in 2021. After a brief setback, she is again in the form. And that happens to be a foul for A. Shirin. And the next athlete who will be taking her turn will be Bhavani Yadav Bhagwati. And that is going to be Bhavani Yadav Bhagwati to take a second trial. 2022 interstate bronze medalist. Bhavani Yadav Bhagavati of Andhra Pradesh. Moving on, 2022 Interstate bronze medal winner.
So coming up now is the final of the men's 100 meters, the blue ribbon event, an event which has been at the forefront since 1896 at the Olympic Games. In lane 1 is Shashi Siddharth of Tamil Nadu, 2022, the South Zone Junior Champion. Sadanand Kumar of Jharkhand, the 2022 Khelo India Youth Games Champion, is into. Manikanta H set a new national record in the semifinals. Is the Inter-Services Champion. It is Jai Shah of Maharashtra, the 2019 World University Games participant. Govind Kumar in 5, the 7th in the 2022 National Games, 10.34 is personal best. Ilaka, the son of the railways, he's got a huge portfolio, defending Open National Champion, the 2023 Fed Cup silver medalist, the 2019 World University Games participant, and B. Shiva of the Railways, 2022 Federation Cup champion, 2023 Interstate champion. Muthu, what a race this will be. 8 of them, unless we are down to 7 with a 4 start. I don't want that 4 start. I want all 8 to run.
Yes, as you rightly said, their hours of practice, days of practice, months of practice will be going waste in just a fraction of a second.
The big names: Anil Kumar, 10.21 2000, 10.23 Manikanta, 223, 10.25 Amal Morgohin, 10.26 Amaya Kumar Malik, Gurinder Singh, Pranav, Abdul Najib, Krishna Kumar, Shiva Kumar, Vidyasagar, and one name, of course, I can't miss out is my good old friend Amit Khanna of Delhi, and of course Adil Sumariwala, the president of the Athletic Federation of India, 10 years reigning 100 meters. He dominated that event. Sunil Abraham from Bangalore was along with him. Rami Reddy, he was here yesterday during the presentation. So 100 meters, the blue ribbon event of any meet, school, college, university, state, nation, the big ones, the Olympic Games. So the 100 meters, the national record has changed hands, although it shows Amaya Kumar Malik 10.26, 10.23 is Manikanta of 2023 is from the MEG, 5 kilometers from here, trains in Hyderabad with the Army Node. Sai Siddharth in 1, Sadanand in 2, Manikant in 3, Jai Shah in 4, Govind Kumar in 5, Ilakad Dasan in 6, Nikhil Patil in 7, and Shiva B in 8. Is that going to be an upset there? Or will Manikanta, there they go. Look at lane 3. Lane 3 is strong. Oh, lane 3 is absolutely strong. He is going to take it away. Look at him taking it away. Wow, what a finish this is. What a finish this is. What a start and what a finish. Look at him taking off. In lane 3, the man who broke the national record yesterday. Muthu, this is where he picked up. This is where he said, I am the national record holder. I will take this away and I will take this in style.
Yes, it was an excellent one. Beautiful. And that is Manikanta HH of services had been all out there. Manikanta clocking 10.42 seconds for the gold. Jaisha of Maharashtra for the silver with 10.75. Sorry, Ilakya Dasan of Railways is the silver medal winner for 10.69 seconds. Jaisha moving to bronze for 10.75 seconds. R. Sai Siddharth of Tamil Nadu in the fourth place with 10.80 seconds. Sadanand Kumar of Jharkhand with 10.83 seconds in the fifth place. And it was an excellent race there by H. Manikanta of Services. Exceptionally well, and right from the 30 meters he was just moving out of the bunch, and even the start was so perfect, and from the start also till 30 meters he was establishing the lead, and after 30 meters he was clearly moving out of them and keeping well ahead of the other athletes, having a great lead and moving towards the finish. And that was H. Manikanta of Services Sports Control Board, who had made an excellent race yesterday. In the semi-final itself, he had brought in a new national record in the semi-final.
Request all the three to kindly come over for medal ceremony.
Meryl Matthew of Tamil Nadu had registered 5.33 meters in a second trial, wherein in her first one she made a mark of 5.54 meters. Manikanta had clocked 10.42 seconds.
Announcing the difference in women 100 meter hurdle.
You see the difference at the photo finish. The photo finish, you could see it doesn't appear to be 100 meters, because normally 100 meters they'll be so close, just one after the other. Here the leader is absolutely out of the bunch. Ilakya Dasan, the defending champion, was able to finish for the silver medal.
Winners of 100 hurdle women section to kindly come over for medal ceremony. Women 100 hurdle winners, please come over for medal ceremony.
And there again in the long jump arena, and that is going to be Sharvari Parulekar of Maharashtra to take a second trial. Sharvari Parulekar of Maharashtra, 2023 Maharashtra State silver medal winner, having the personal best at 5.75 meters and the season best at 5.66 meters. She made a mark of 5.83 in a second trial. In the first one, Sharvari Parulekar of Maharashtra made a mark of 5.20. In the second one, it is 5.83 meters. And it will be P.S. Prabhavati of Kerala to take her second trial. And that happens to be a foul in the second trial for P.S. Prabhavati. And now it will be Priya Rathore of Rajasthan to take a second trial. In the first trial, Priya Rathore of Rajasthan had made a mark of 5.63 meters.
Dev Meena of Madhya Pradesh, Shekhar Pandey of Uttar Pradesh, Tanuj Kumar of Haryana, and Anas EB of SSCB. We have a tie-up in the
And it was 6.12 for Priya Rathore of Rajasthan in a second trial, of course. A great show there with 6.12. Her first one was at 5.63 meters.
Dev Meena, Shekhar Pandey, Tanuja, and Anas EB to kindly come over for medal ceremony of pole vault men.
And there again, Kusuma Ravada of Andhra Pradesh was involving the entire section of the people by asking cheer from them. Kusuma Ravada of Andhra Pradesh had made a mark of 5.70 meters in a first trial. And in the second one, she had
For
registered
any 100 meters
6.05
runner,
meters.
it's the blue ribbon event at the end of the day. It's school, college, university, state, and the nation. And this man or this boy, just 21 years old, Manikanta H from Karnataka, but represents the Services Sports Control Board, the MEG here in Bangalore, and now trains at the Army Node in Hyderabad. 10.42, Manikanta. लगता है कि थोड़ा सा निराश है या तुम कहते हो कि गोल्ड जीता, ठीक है मैं 10.23 कब बाद में कर लूँगा?
नहीं सब गोल्ड के मतलब नहीं है, मैं और भी अच्छा टाइम भागना था, पता नहीं क्या हो गया करके थोड़ा वार्म अप नहीं होगा, बॉडी खुला नहीं है, इसलिए गोल्ड जीतने भी इतना कुछ नहीं है, रिकॉर्ड करना था, मैं रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए चाह के आता हूँ.
Well, these guys, you know, that's the problem about these sportsmen. They're never satisfied with what they do. But कल शाम को आप जब यहाँ से गए तो क्या था मन में आपके?
मेरे मन में कुछ नहीं था, कल इससे मेरा रिकॉर्ड मेरे तोड़ना करके सोचा था, फिर भी नींद नहीं आया रात को पूरा, इसका वजह से मैं अच्छा नहीं भागा करके सोचता हूँ.
कोच साहब ने क्या बताया आपको?
कोच साहब ने अच्छे से सोचा, अच्छा रेस्ट करो, खाना खाओ, कोई मोबाइल यूज़ नहीं करना, ऐसा बोला था. मैं बहुत डिस्टर्ब हो गया, बहुत बंदे का फ़ोन आता रहता था, फिर भी नींद भी नहीं आया था मेरे को, पता नहीं किस लिए करके.
कभी अभी आप अभी आज सोचेंगे या आपके दिमाग में चला गया है कि मैं फास्टेस्ट मैन इस देश का हूँ?
नहीं सर,
आपके पीछे कोई नहीं दौड़ सकता है?
नहीं ऐसे नहीं सोचा. मैं मेरा रिकॉर्ड में तोड़ने के लिए भाग रहा हूँ, बस मेरा ऐसा इरादा नहीं है, कोई भी तोड़ सकते हैं सर. मैं ऐसे नहीं बोलता है कोई नहीं तोड़ेगा करके, कोई भी तोड़ सकते हैं, मैं भी तोड़ा ना, ऐसे फाइनल भी आ सकते हैं.
Yes, wonderful. So very quickly before the 400 starts, we'll give the mic to Abu Bakar, who's been an international himself. Abu, 10.4 to 10.23 सब पॉसिबल था. आप खुश है या इसके जैसे खुश नहीं है?
नहीं, जो वो टाइम और बेटर होना चाहिए था, लेकिन तीसरा रेस है इसका, शायद इसलिए बॉडी नहीं चला आज के कल का जैसे. मैं भी नेक्स्ट रेस में से अच्छा और टाइम कर पाएंगे, ये उम्मीद है. और मैं भी सोच रहा था आज 10-2 का नीचे 10-1-18 का ऐसे उम्मीद था, जो प्रैक्टिस हिसाब से करना चाहिए था. 10-18 का मैं सोच रहा था, लेकिन हुआ नहीं. एक
बताओ कि अनिल कुमार नाम MIG, मणिकांता अब MIG.
हाँ सर,
तो खुशी की बात है.
या बहुत खुशी का, दोनों एक ही सेंटर का है.
कमांडेंट साहब आज बहुत खुश होंगे.
हाँ बहुत खुश है.
खुश है. कल से फोन का, आज सुबह से मेरे को कम से कम फ़ोन किया था कमांडेंट साहब, ST अपना स्पोर्ट्स ऑफिसर सारे, तो कॉल किया था, बात किया था, अभी मैं बात करवा दूंगा.
Wonderful. So the 400 meters, the semi-final is about to start. All that I'll tell the coach Abu Bakar is wishing you the very best, that you got a wonderful diamond with you. To the coach out here, आपको भी एक गर्व होगा कि इसने आज ओपन नेशनल जीता. हम यही चाहेंगे कि इसका रिकॉर्ड 10.23 ये खुद तोड़े या और कोई तोड़े जैसे इन्होंने कहा था. So there you are. Action continues out here, but with us winding up at this moment is the blue ribbon event, the 100 meters for men, Manikanta of the SSCB.
Paramjeet from Haryana. Lane number 7.
So from the cracker of the event, which was the women's and the men's 100 meters, the blue ribbon event, we now focus on the 400 meters semifinals. There are 3 heats. On the inside in lane 1 on the left hand side is Sharan Shankar of Tamil Nadu. Kambir Deep Singh of Police is in 2. Vikrant Panchal of Railways in 3. Abhiram of Kerala in 4. Sajan Mishra of Madhya Pradesh in 5. Paramjeet Haryana in 6. Karunamay Mahato of West Bengal in 7. And Balakrishna of Karnataka in 8. This is the first of the 3 heats. Mohammad Anas, 45.21, holds the national record. Arukya Rajiv, Kolkata, 45.70, 2015, holds the meet record.
Decathlon after 9 events.
We'll also talk of the decathlon after 9 events, where R. Suren continues to be the leader of the pack. The 400 meters, quarter mile. So that's the lineup once again for you. Sharan Shankar in 1, Kambir Deep Singh in 2, Vikrant in 3, Abhiram in 4, Sajan Mishra in 5, Paramjeet in 6, Mahat in 7, and Balakrishna Karnataka in 8. The 400 meters, first heat, the semi-final.
Yes, sir.
So I'm joined here by K.L. Bharati, B.L. Bharati, the former cross-country and steeple-chaser. Bharati, the 400 meters, the 800 meters, the 1500 meters, the 100 meters and the 200, all different styles, all different endurances. Nothing is the same between the 100 and the 400.
Thank you, Milind sir. First of all, it is pleasure sitting next to you and talking. As you said, each of it has its own flavor, and athletes who start this athletics initially will not be deciding upon what is their favorite, but they tend to take up the event, give it a try over the period of time in most of the state athletics or even in the district meets now as Nirjam has come.
So here you are in the outside is Balakrishna of Karnataka. He's going extremely strong. Which stage do you think, Bharti, that one of them decides to pull away? Or what's the tactics that you would apply in a 400?
I think the third or the fourth track is always a advantage. So the runner knows right side as well as the left side and decides upon when to start off, whether it is from 120 or from the 100-meter last.
You know, I'm asking you this question. Does that make a difference if you're a Michael Johnson?
Of course, it's a mind block already for the other runners looking at him running.
So there you are, the 400, essentially a good start, then on the back straight, then the 200, and then on the home straight.
In today's 400, I think initially we used to call it a mid race, but now it's become entirely sprint, I should say, having all the best 400s from India today. So if you say this is where exactly do you take 100 or sprint, I would call it a sprint event now after 100 and 200 meters.
And looking at the outside there, once again, Balakrishna. But in the inside, as Bharti just mentioned, Kambir Deep Singh, it was in lane 2, and then Vikrant Panchal of the Railways, the two of them coming up with a sizzler. So yes, Vikrant Panchal it is, 46.99. The national record, Mohammad Anas 45.21, Balakrishna 47.47. So 46.99 Bharti and the national record 45.21. The task I'm sure for these athletes would be, let me first qualify. And I'm going to go to another question where Manikanta said, I'm not happy with the goal. I was looking at breaking 10.23.
True. Having a semi-final with a time of 10.23 and today with the finals with the 10.42, I think it's a mindset of any athlete today to make his best than taking a goal back home. Uh, yeah, like you said, this 400 we were talking, Nidjam is one event that we are able to bring up the upcoming athletes and also recognize the actual talent and nurture them from that age. And that is what we are seeing today in Open Nationals.
Would you say, this morning I was telling Muthu that the 200 and 400 is a rarity. 1984, I remember someone got an Olympic gold in the 200 400. Michael Johnson set the trend for men with a gold in the 200 400. But that's not a regular feature, isn't it? Not very easy to run the 200 and the 400.
Absolutely, because now when an athlete decides upon it, becomes a favorite for him when he starts performing better.
Lane number 5 representing Rajasthan, Dharamveer Chowdhury. Lane number 6 representing services. Lane number 7 representing Punjab.
Sankalia of Gujarat in one. That's the second heat, the 400 meters semi-final for men. The lane 2 is Sanjeev Rajak of Chhattisgarh, Suraj A of Tamil Nadu in 3, Tiraj Shetty of Karnataka in 4, Dharamveer Chaudhary in 5, Angrej Singh, wonderful name there, isn't it? Angrej Singh, SSCB, Maninder Singh, Punjab, and Mohit Kumar, Haryana. What do you think should be the strategy in the 400? In the 100, we all know good start, good middle, and the finish. No time to think of anything. 400 recovery time possible?
I am not sure if we are applying the World Athletics rules here now that it is changed. The semi-finalist automatically first and second gets into finals. So if you see that now today, there's a very nice mind game where you decide upon the race, look at the backsiders.
So there you are on your way now for the 400. As always, the advantage, as Bharti just mentioned, but the advantage not taken there by the boy in lane 2 and 3. At this point of time, it's still the outside. Remember, in the 400 meters, you got to match all the lanes all through, unlike the 800 and then the 1500. But the 400 is a quarter mile. You rightly said, today the 400 is a sprint event.
Absolutely. So if you see this race now, see if the lead runner decides upon, okay, there is no one catching up to him, he will make sure because he still has to run another race. So the first and second usually takes up the timing and looks into the timing and then they're finishing as well.
So yes, close towards the end between Vishal and Sanjeev, the idea was to qualify. I don't know, at the back of the mind, do you say, because I'm going back to Manikanta again in the 100 meters, to break a national record in the semi-finals, that too of the 100 meters, as we watch the 400 at the 100 mark on the back straight. This point of time, it was very close, wasn't it?
So here is where the race starts deciding upon from the last 200 to 180 meters. This, as we already said, lane number 3 and lane number 4 are the decision makers usually. And but when we see the Olympics now, all having the best timing, even the 8th track runner, 8th lane now will be a winner. In Olympic, one of the races, 400, 8th lane he won.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
Very close towards the end out here, which was lane 2 and 3. So Tiratesh Shetty 46.83, Suraj A 46.94, and Dharamveer Rajasthan 47.03. Going back to your event, the steeplechase and the cross country, how easy was it to balance between a cross country and the steeplechase? Because remember, a cross country is in the woods.
Correct.
The conditions are very different. A steeplechase, and I'm saying comparatively, inside the stadium, you know the water jumps, you know the hurdles, and you know the track. If you run the cross country on a one Saturday or a Sunday, would you run the steeplechase the next Saturday, Sunday?
If you ask me, the best example I would talk about is a 2004 Open Nationals. The previous day, I had run a All India University cross country, which was a gold. And the very next day, I created a national record in Open Nationals in Bombay, Priyadarshini Park. And you were the commentator that day. And that is the best memory I can carry. And talking about what is the best, if you ask me, whether cross country and steeplechase, it's the endurance that matters, and that's what takes you the confidence to next level. Whether it is on track or on cross country woods running, it's the endurance that keeps you going.
So coming up now to the third heat, the semifinals. Lane 1 is Ali Ahmed. Lane 2 is Amarnath Dukarwadi of Railways. In 3 is Akshay Nain of the SSCB. In lane 4 is Kavinsh of the ONGC. But for the moment, we are stuck as we come back again to lane 2. Lane 1 is vacant. So Ali Ahmed is not there. Lane 2, Amarnath Dukarwadi. Lane 3 is Akshay Nain. 4 is Kavinash of the ONGC. 5 is Nagarjun of ONGC. 6 is Aman Chaudhary of Delhi. Should be the favorite, Aman Chaudhary. 7 is Manu TS of Kerala. And Mahantish Siddhappa of Karnataka. And before they start, Bharti, the 400 meters Olympic champion at Tokyo, Sydney McLaughlin, now decides to shift to the 400 meters hurdles. That's amazing, isn't it?
That's the best part now. That, for example, if you see a high jumper shifting to a decathlon, so that gives more confidence and more motivation to upcoming athletes. That nothing is constant. You need to, when you feel there's monotonous, workout or something that you feel there's nothing more or much to conquer in that field. Why not take up the next level? Give it a try.
Nothing is continuous or nothing is permanent, as we all, whoever said that phrase. But the lineup here: heat 3, 2 from each, and then the 2 best losers: Amarnath, Akshay, Avinash, Nagarjun, Aman Chaudhary, Manu, and Mahantesh. This seems to be one of the faster ones, but the inside, once again, struggling a wee bit. That's Akshay Nain and Amarnath Dukarwadi. This is where it might be decided, as Bharti keeps on saying. But the outside, Mahantesh Siddhappa of Karnataka. The advantage of the home crowd out here, the advantage of the home situation.
Yes, it does matter a lot. Sometimes it's the crowd that pushes an athlete to the finish line than his own strength. Automatically, the leg starts moving. The lead runner, look at the fight between the first and second. And I don't think that was a tough call for him to go till the finish line, because he had a lot of energy left out, the first runner. And I think finals is tomorrow, and they have a lot of time to rest and come back for the third leg of run in the 400 meters.
You just mentioned about, that's the start there in the 400 meters, which was the third heat. Comparatively slow. I thought it was a good start, but then towards the 200 at the far end, Bharti, sometimes, when you don't have the required competition, and I'm going back to the 100 meters, the coach said that आज के दिन में बाकी के साथ कुछ खास नहीं थे, and that perhaps it can also tell on you that you ease the, I don't know whether the word is being complacent, but you know that you're going to take it away, and that perhaps doesn't get you that 10.23 which he was eyeing.
Absolutely. I think he's already eaten the cake yesterday, and today he knows the taste of it. And it's a human tendency to be a little more confident than yesterday. So over to the results. We have the results of third semi-finals. Akshay Nain of SSCB has run 46.46. I think everybody are today in 46, and that we will be having a very good finals to look up to.
So 3 of the heats gone through. Mohammad Anas and Arokya Rajiv, 2 wonderful runners for the nation. We've been very strong at the 400, isn't it? Both men and women for many, many years.
Actually, we have medal ceremony for 100 hurdle in women's section.
Yes, so Pragyan Sahu Prashanta of Odisha takes the gold there. What an amazing state, isn't it? Amazing state. They seem to be doing so well in athletics and hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful infrastructure.
Absolutely, I agree on that word. Infrastructure makes a huge difference in athlete's life. So that's the winners of 100-meter women hurdlers.
We now get to the introduction of the big women, as one would really call them. They may not like that, but that's the short put for women, the final coming up. And the introductions being done.
Introducing in representing Uttar Pradesh is Anshika with bib number 431. Representing Haryana is Sonia. And representing Haryana again is Yogita. And another Haryana athlete in shot put is Anjali. Representing Railways with bib number 340 is Rekha. Representing Punjab with bib number 308 is Kiran Jot. Representing Police Sports Control is Manpreet Kaur. Representing Delhi is Simarjit Kaur. Representing Maharashtra is Abha Kautau. Representing Railways is Kavita Kumari. Tunali Nazre from Assam and Chufil.
Continue. This is the dope for you. Huh? I'll just go down. I think they want an interview.
With bib number 114, representing Chhattisgarh is Tufi Sultan Khan. Representing Karnataka with bib number 208 is Ambika V. Representing Delhi is 126 bib number Shrishti Vik. So that's the lineup of athletes taking part in women's shot put finals. To give an heads up on women's shot put event, we have Manpreet Kaur, who is from police. Her personal best is 17.07. She is in 2016 South Asian Games silver medalist and 2022 National Games silver medalist as well. We also have a good contender here, Abha Kathau. She is represented India in 2019 South Asian Games. She's been a gold medalist, and in 2023 Asian Championship, she's a silver medalist in shot put. That's Abha Kathau. There should be a wonderful competition to look up to, having Manpreet and Abha. Also, we have Ambika V from Karnataka, who's 2022 Khelo India University Games gold medalist. The other three, the best that we have is Shrishti Vig of Delhi, who's an interstate silver medalist from 2021, and Yogita from Haryana as well. She's a 2022 university champion. Rekha from Railways, she's also represented inter-university. She's a bronze medalist in 2022 and a 2023 inter-railway champion. That's Rekha from Railways. To give you a heads up on an all-time top list in shot put women in India, we have Manpreet Kaur, who's done a distance of 18.06 in 2022. Abha Kathau as well has a best of 18.06 throw in 2023. Kiran Balyan is standing ranking 3 in 17 with a distance of 17.92 in 2023. So looking forward for some records to be created in women's shot put. On screen we have long jump for women's finals in progress right now. Long jump women.
women winners of America. Will you all please report and announce the form?
I think there was a foul that has happened, and
Men winners of full mark, men winners of 110 meter hurdles, and women winners of 100 meters. All the winners will have to be reported in announcing point for the victory set.
next on track,
Men winners of full mark, women winners of 100 meters. Will have to be reported in announcing point.
You know, I always dream. We all of us dream, but I always dream. And one of the dreams which comes to me every night after those 29 medals is that 29 into 4, 29 into 5, 29 into 6. And it's not the Asian Games. Remember, the pride is the Asian Games. You got China, Korea, Japan, wonderful countries. The Commonwealth Games, Australia, New Zealand, Great Britain, but it's the Olympic Games. And when we have a Neeraj Chopra, who's an icon today, everyone says, I want to become a Neeraj Chopra. And there are people behind the scene who do a lot. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, very clear over the last few years that our pride amongst a lot of people, the scientists, the doctors, the engineers, you name them, are our sports person. And who better to talk to than Rajesh Kalra? He's the a part of the Prime Minister's task force for the Olympic Games. Gosh, I didn't even know that there was something like this. And I'm told that the task force has some amazing names. Pulela Gopichand, he'll of course talk about them. 29 medals. The bronzes to be translated to silver, and the silver to gold will happen, I'm sure, in times to come.
See, it's a factor of a lot of things. One is the real hard work of the athlete. You can't take away that at all. The right kind of environment being made available to the athletes to train, their diet, the kind of coaching available, and of course whether you have enough interest generated all over the country for youngsters to take to sports, so that at the grassroots you have enough available from whose some will come up and be your winners, whether it is Asian Games or Commonwealth and ultimately the Olympics, which is the pinnacle of whatever any athlete wants to achieve. So that is the intention.
I'm not going to get into why did we not do it, because I think that's not the way to look at life. Why did we not do it in 47? Why did we not do it in 51, 82, the Asian Games, and then the Commonwealth Games? But today, what is it that has sparked this movement? Where is this fervor come from? Is it the sportsmen who have gone to the Honorable Prime Minister? Is it people like you from the media who have said, Honorable Prime Minister, it's time that today we recognize that this nation has the talent. We have got doctors, we've got engineers, we've got people from every walk of life. They go to the United States, Europe, Australia. Is that how that started?
So sports needs a lot of investment. from every. I'm not just referring to money. It also needs a lot of investment from the athletes themselves and from the entire fraternity. We have always said it has to be coach-led, system-driven, athlete-centric. This was the mantra of the Olympic Task Force recommendation when we gave it to the Prime Minister after the 2016 really poor Olympics at Rio. When the Prime Minister formed this task force, I could see that he was not only talking like a normal politician, he wanted to actually see India, which does very well in sports, because he thinks that the youth are the future. And if we start doing well in Olympics, the rest of the country will be galvanized, the youth in the country would be galvanized into taking up sports, and a fit youth is something which the nation wants. And he said there is no better way than to start doing something so that we start doing well in Olympics. You start doing well in Olympics, the whole youth gets energized. That was the intention, and that is how the whole thing started. But the investment has to happen across the board, and that can only happen if there is interest among the people. The number of people at the grassroots has to be very high. Then there has to be no dearth of money and the right intent. And the Prime Minister, by creating this task force, said, I have the intention, you guys tell me what is to be done, and we have to start producing champions that this country surely deserves to have. That is how it was.
I'm going to stick to the discussion on athletics because we are here to cover the 62nd Open Nationals. A Neeraj Chopra or a Avinash Sable or a Jyoti Yaraji and the 29 names that we have in front of us. We covered what's known as the NIT Jam, the youth program, 14 and 16-year-olds by the AFI. 6,000 athletes were there over 3 days. Do we need more Neeraj Chopras? Because an icon, you take the city of Hyderabad, Saina Nehwal started it, PV Sindhu came up, Shrikant, Kashyap, and some of the others.
Yeah, the Satvik Chirag, Pranoy, all of them.
So do we need another Neeraj Chopra or an Avinash Sable to get the movement, the spark ignited much more?
So role models surely help, because what happens is a person who is very unsure of whether there is future, he looks at the role model, he gets energized.
Brilliant.
And the families who are reluctant to push or allow their children to spend too much time on sports, they say, yeah, there is future if they work hard. And there are times when there are, only now you can hear of families who are saying, I am okay if you do not spend that much time on academics, but focus on this, I am sure there is future. Of course, there is a lot more to be done with that, because sports, or anyway athletics, has the highest failure rate among any career option in the world.
Very true.
Athletics. You give the best years of your life, growing up years of your life, trying to achieve something, and if you don't achieve, then you certainly haven't been taught all the skills which you need to survive later in life. We have to think about how to make sure that these people who are growing up and devoting their lives to sports currently are skilled enough so that if they don't make it to the top, they know how to survive in life with dignity. That is important.
I'm a great American fan, not for anything else but for sports. Swimming and athletics, two sports which athletics gets you 45 medals, gold medals, and into 3, obviously silver and bronze. Swimming does the same, 44 plus. So if you're strong in these two, and I'm not saying neglect the basketball and the tennis and the others, but here are these two, that's right. And the infrastructure available in the United States right from a young age. I was today doing a research in the 400 meters in the men. The Americans in 31 finals in the Olympic Games have won 19 gold medals. What's the percentage? About 35, 36 percentage. How do we get ourselves to the Americans?
So there are 2-3 ways of looking at it. It's not very easy. One is to identify sports where you think the competition is less and the chances of you winning a medal or a gold is very high. You concentrate on those. But if you follow just that dictum, I will not be sending a hockey team.
Very true.
18 people you are training and you get 1 medal if at all. The return on investment is not there.
Correct.
But the country wants it.
Correct.
That is why you will see US, if you do an analysis, you will see a lot of the medals come in 2 or 3 events, as you yourself said.
Absolutely.
They concentrate like that, but we want a more, bigger spread, and I am sure we can do better because we are a larger country. The number of people all around, our population is higher, and I also realize by now that there is no dearth of money in sports if you really want to do it. Khelo India, for example, the whole idea behind Khelo India was one of the recommendations of the task force that try and identify people from the grassroots and give them the kind of facilities and all else that they think happens at international events, which is why people straight out of school are getting into a Khelo India. When they go to the arena, they find the kind of infrastructure, the mattresses and all which are there for jumps. They haven't seen them before. That was the whole idea. So when they come up, it is not that, like in 1982 when we went to play the, not in 1980 Olympics at Moscow, when our team went and won the gold. All we had in this country was half an AstroTurf pitch in Patiala. And the team used to practice there. We didn't even have a full AstroTurf pitch.
Right.
So what happened was most of the guys had played on grass. They certainly were asked to play on AstroTurf. They didn't know what to do. So the idea was that give them the taste of what the best in terms of infrastructure is at a very young age, so that they don't get overawed by the occasion when they get there. These are all a part of things we are doing. I think they will start showing results. There is no button that says, okay, now become champions, now you're not a champion. There are still a lot of flaws and lacuna in the system. We are trying to plug them, but I can only say that from the top, that is the Prime Minister, the intention is to make India a sporting superpower.
Well, the problem about any event is that there's so much happening out there that I'm constrained to have a chat with him. It could have been a few hours of chat because it's a subject which is so dear not only to me but to all of you, because the final words which came to him was when the man at the top in any organization, whether it's the corporate world, whether it is the principal of a school or a college, when the man at the top has his ears, eyes open, he looks around, he takes advice from the right people, Rajesh Kalra, and our sportsmen who are on board out there, as we understood. Some names, sir, in the task force?
So, of course, Abhinav Bindra is there, Pulela Gopichand is there, Virendra Skina, the former hockey captain, is there. Then there is a sports science person, Mr. Khanna. Then there is a person who is a sports administrator, Mr. Om Pathak. And the hockey coach, celebrated hockey coach for the women's team, Baldev Singh ji, who basically, I think has, about 5 years ago, almost the entire Indian women's hockey team were his students. And then, of course, the current Sports Authority of India Director General, who was the, he was the convener of the task force, Mr. Sandeep Pradhan. So all of us make the task force.
So there you are, as I said, the man on the top, he's got it all there, and people like Mr. Kalra would, and the likes would obviously aid us. I'm sure we'll talk to Mr. Rajesh Kalra as time comes, whenever we get an opportunity. Thank you so much for talking to us, sir. And it's been a pleasure. And my dream, I'm sure, will come true.
All the best. I'm sure it's our dream. It's a joint
It's our dream,
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the word, it's our dream. Back to an event which is now getting underway live here on our channel.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So that was the start of men 1500 meter heats. So there are more than 42 athletes taking part in 1500 meters. So we have 2 heats lined up. So this is heat number 1, 1500 meter runners. The national record in 1500 stands in the name of Jensen Johnson Berlin, created in Berlin with the timing of 3 minutes 35.24 seconds in 2019. And the meet record stands in the name of Chatoli Hamsa, created in Jamshedpur with the timing of 3 minutes 39.90 seconds in 2007. 21 athletes taking part in the first heat of 1500 meters. 3 more laps to go from each of the athletes. As we see, there's already 2 bunch which is created. Almost 3 runners taking 3 lanes next to each other and running in 1500. It's very rare. As it's heats, I think it's going to be a slow pace. A good number of athletes sticking on to this bunch with bib number 1042, Abhishek Thakur leading the race as of now from SSCB. So we have 1500 meters men heats in progress. We have Milan sir back with us now. Yeah, I was just saying
Look
that.
at this bunch there. Amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
Amazing.
Even though it's a heats and the bunch is not getting broken yet. First heat this is, and we still have another 21 athletes taking part in heat number 2.
God, amazing to get so many runners in the 1500 meters. And look at that now. This is going to be, I can assure you, a super finish coming up.
So they are taking it as the final race. I can see the look of it, the zeal of it. Looks like they are running for life medal, but it's a heat. My goodness, what a fight that was.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think that's the word that if someone was to walk into the stadium just now, he might have thought that this is a
The
final
final.
and
Correct.
not the heat of an event. But 21 of them started. That's the beauty, isn't it, Bharti? That today when you're looking at 21 in the first, then
And
you're looking at
again
another
another
21. So 42 runners in the 1500 meters. 2 names in front of me: Jensen Johnson in Berlin, 3:35.24. Berlin, of course, is known for marathon records every time because they say that the course is pretty nice for the marathoners. Very simple course, but at the end of the day, a record is a record. And C. Hamza, once again, I don't know whether he's your time or a little junior to you, but Chaitoli Hamza, we've been very lucky to commentate on a lot of his events.
Okay.
He holds the meet record of 339.90. Now, the meet record is 2007.
Yeah.
So, some of the records have not been broken. Like Anju Bobby George's record
Still
has
says
not been
no.
broken for 20 plus years.
Absolutely.
Florence Griffith Joyner's record 1988,
My God.
23 plus 12, 35, 36 years. So obviously there's something to those records which the Anju Bobby Georges have set, and that's what I want the youth of this nation to say. I want to erase the record of Anju Bobby George.
So the whole
Great
point.
athlete, great
Yeah,
athlete.
yeah. So we keep waking us athletes here in Open Nationals to make them know that this is the national record, and we keep announcing it so that it goes hard on their head when they are doing a final race. We also announce the national record, meet record, so that keeps churning in their head when they take up the race as well. And always nowadays athletes look for their personal best. They look for their best timing throws or in jumps. I mean, previous days we used to see 1500 being just one race that was run as finals. Now athletes are used to it. Athletes are prepared for running two races of 1500. Uh, when I see today, this is new for me to see in an open nationals having 1500 being run heats. Where in my time, the 1500, even though it was more runners, it was only one race that we ran. I remember 2004 and so. And I think Preetham Bin and Aman Saini, and these were the runners of our time. Shivanand, Arun D'Souza, these were the runners that we. Ridmal and Amrish sir also was one of the services runners when we were looking up to in long distance then.
Back to the shot put for. So, yes, the shot put for women. And, when you talk of the shot put uh, and the throws, uh, the names again which inspire a lot of us, Sema Until.
Seema, until the emotional video that I recently witnessed.
15.78 for the moment. That was to the girl from Delhi, Shrishti Vig.
I think that one line that she spoke in the end, Seema, it just my mind is age never matters in throws events. She said I'm 40 and though she announced that it was her last event that she would be taking part, but look at the era that she's taken part from 2008. She's been a medalist in Asian level, and to have that kind of a mindset to stick on with a lot of distractions, and whether it is professional or personal, and you still come there and give your best. I think it's very rare that we see in women, but all. If you see this Asian Games, women athletes, it's so inspiring for the upcoming athletes because we see our Indians fighting themselves between one and two or second and third for a silver or a bronze. Nothing like it. So I think we are setting up somewhere standards for other Asian countries in coming days.
We will now move to the second of the heats in the men's 1500 meters. We will also talk of the decathlon because it's very close. The difference between 2, 3, 4, 5 is just 8.7 points and 6 points. Again, as you've been saying, the decathlon, Tejaswini Shankar has set a benchmark now with that silver in the Asian Games. I nearly thought that he was there for the gold, the way he was going.
Absolutely. The hope of all Indians here out there was the same. But I think as we talk about decathlon, 800, 1500 is what matters over the points as well. That has a huge number of points that makes a lot of difference. If we have a second, third, and fourth who are close by, I think this 1500 is a decision making kind of an event.
So we now come to the 21 of them. It's a long list. By the time I actually read the names, the race would be over. 3 minutes, 40 odd seconds. Because the national record is 3:35.24. I doubt it whether Jinson Johnson's record or even the meet record of Chaitola Hamza, I meet him very often now, Jamshedpur, 3:39.90, 2007. We'll still give it to you because we must respect the athletes. At the end of the day, their friends, their parents, their children in some cases are watching.
So that was the start of second heat in 1500 men's section. We see a lead runner taking up. I think what would be the mindset, what would be the strategy when they take up a lead in a heat? Because I remember when I was doing 800 and my dad wanted me to shift to 1500, there was no second thought because 800 was a rush event for me. And when the dad said to shift for 1500, there's a lot of time for me to, there's a breathing time in this 3/4 lap.
So there's an early lead there of about 7 or 8 meters. In fact, the lead is increasing, which is an amazing thing, because a lap completed into the 300 meters. The question is whether he'll be able to hold it on for a long, long time.
I think that's Tejas Power from Maharashtra, who's leading 754.
Short-lived, short-lived there. They say, Bharti, don't rush into things.
Correct.
And this is a classic case of, don't be too ambitious.
He took his bit of, the field. The first lap was his.
I have a feeling that he wanted you to take his name. A former international steeplechaser saying, taking his name, he'll tell his people, but he's still there. It's not that he's out.
Bunch, yes.
And now it is.
The actual race picks up. This is the.
They've completed 2 into the third with the 100 meters. So they've completed 900 so far. Virtually a little over half the distance. This is where Bharti, the pack might start separating.
Yes.
In the first one, it was extremely close even towards the end.
So the 1500 gives you a lot of time. Sometimes I think people will start humming also some music and run, and they have a lot of time to do a lot of things in between this 3/4 lap. And they'll remember all the coach words. They'll remember all the repetitions that they did. Everything comes in place, I think, in this. And talking about long distance, I'm sure there's.
So 540 is Rahul of Delhi. We got 2 of them in the front. We all know that to a great extent, running style is an individual matter, and it all depends largely on the physique of the athlete. So this is exactly what is happening out there. But yes, he's run well. Rahul of Delhi. Delhi and the North has produced some good 1500, 800. Pritam Bind was one of them.
Yeah. Aman Saini
was the other. Yes, absolutely.
There's one guy called Gojan.
Gojan Singh.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, that's right. Came from Manipur,
Yes.
I recollect. But Edward Sequeira, the old names. Shivnath Singh, Sriram Singh.
Sriram Singh, correct.
Goosebumps, isn't it? Goosebumps, absolutely. Now the two seem to be telling each other, let's have a little chat, isn't it?
So there goes the finish of second heat in 1500 meter men. With a close finish, all 4 almost came together.
So yes, the 2 heats going through the motion of the 1500 meters. An event which has every event, Bharti, people say I like the 100 meters because it's the fastest man, and the women, the hurdlers somehow get overshadowed. The 110 hurdles gets overshadowed by the 100. The 200 again is a different type of an event. The 3000 steeplechase is all about endurance, skills, trying to get everything right. If you lose those precious seconds in the water jump, for example, it could be the hurdles, where you can trip.
I think every event, when we talk about, like you said, 100, 200, it's the skill that matters. For 200, it's about blocks, how you go, the curve, how you run. It's for steeple, how you have practiced over the hurdle. Crossing the hurdle, sometimes people stand on it and jump, some go over the hurdle. And even in water, I saw recent Asian Games, Avinash Sable, one of the water point, he went over the hurdle, not even standing on it. So that is the kind of practice, the skill that he has picked up over the years. And like I said, it's all about the confidence after you master the skill. And I think that we are witnessing today in this 62nd Open Nationals.
We're back to the shot put for women. We're looking at a very colorful girl there. Tunlai Narzari of Assam. again a state which Bharti, the northeast, someone like Amlan Borgohain from Assam, not many expected an Assamese to be a national holder, a national,
Especially in sprints. Yeah.
particularly in sprint, you're right.
Yeah.
And here's this girl. So the northeast used to be known for its boxing, weightlifting,
Yeah.
hockey, football, not hockey, football.
Football. Yeah.
It's now athletics as well.
Absolutely. So, more of a stylish athletes is what we see now, and also it's style coming the performance. So we cannot say it's not happening anymore. Whether it is from northeast or from the west, I see athletics in overall is become very stylish, and it's very. I'm happy to see we are matching up to the standards of other countries. During those days, if you see PT Usha, wearing very normal the jerseys, and today when we see the stylish athletes, it's nice that we are improving. Whether it's in the jersey,
Tawfil Sultan Khan, 11.74.
Olympics at Beijing 2010 Summer Games at New Delhi.
and many athletes today, when I just look into, they are getting motivated looking into. Today, I just realized that Asian Games was the highest viewed online event. So, this might have motivated more parents to push their athletes, their children to athletics. So, I think the live that has gone Asian Games has picked up more interest in many parents putting their kids into athletics now, and they will choose events accordingly.
I think the time has come when the parents are perhaps are no longer. It will take a little bit of extra time as well, but the times are changing when parents at one time would say, give up sports, be a doctor, be an engineer, be a IT specialist. I think today's sports is there to stay. And I'm saying this with pride. There's nothing wrong with it. There's money in sports.
True.
The
Agree to that. So that's a victory ceremony that's happening. The guest of honor, Reet Abraham, she's from NEB Sports, and also Olympian Pramila, who's honoring the medal winners. We have two bronze winners here. I think it is pole vault, and that's the pole vault results medal winners we have on stage.
what a pleasure to see two wonderful friends, Reet Abraham and Pramila Ayappa, Pramila Ganpati. I met her in 1993 at the SAF Games in Kathmandu. I still have a photograph with her. She's got a small little doll which she's clinging on to. I think it was a mascot of the South Asian Federation Games in Kathmandu. Heptathlon, long jump, hurdles as well, or it was more of the heptathlon and the long jump.
Yes.
And unfortunate yesterday that her daughter Unnati fouled in the 100 meters hurdles, but I'm told she runs the 200 as well. So,
Oh, great. So we
she's in
still
great
have
hands.
hopes, yes.
The father Ayappa and the mother Pramila.
We all had hopes on Unnati actually yesterday because looking at the timing today, 100 hurdles, I think she had a very fair chance in the podium, and that was a mistake. I wouldn't say it's a learning for her age to take up a more challenging and be more careful the next event.
A. Shireen, she's representing Tamil Nadu. Shireen, of course, has been the second best this year, 2021 National Under 23 champion, 2021. So we are in 23. So I make it even if she is graduated from the Under 23. She's about 24. She lost about a year or two, because sports persons today are all in those 18, 19, 20 bracket, even at the senior level. And again, I'm repeating the United States where because they pick up early, but I'm sure the AFI program, and I have a very high regard for the Athletic Federation of India, having seen them at close quarters for 4+ decades. The program today, you mentioned NITJAM, 6,000 athletes on one platform in Patna. We were there for 4 days, under 14, under 16. So it will happen. It will take time. As Rajesh Kalra mentioned to me in the interview some time back, it will take time. It can't happen overnight. The mindset has to change.
True, and also if you see more of the coaches, they are the same athletes who once were open nationals, once have Asian medalists. They are today serving for the nation, being coaches and promoting sports. So that is why we see almost 4 decades now, though they are like Sandeep Sarkaria or say Poonam Beliappa, they are all today promoting in one or the other way, bringing athletes to the ground and showing them the right path, guiding them. Many athletes have represented through the seniors, looking up to them. So now, when you see Pramila or some and more like this have become coaches, and they are the right set of people to actually showcase the right set of performance in the upcoming generation athletes.
Oh yes, that's a good point. Giving it back to the game. The earlier long jumper was Pooja Saini of the Police Sports Control. This is Kusuma Ravada of Andhra Pradesh. Excellent. I'll talk to you. So Bharti leaves us a year, and well, she doesn't leave us for good. We'll get her back, obviously.
Thank you once again, Milan sir. It was pleasure sharing the mic with you. Thank you.
So the action in the long jump continues for the women. The final of the long jump, which got underway after so many events, so many finals have been planned during the course of the afternoon session. The long jump started at 1:30, and it's now been a long time that it's been going on. 20 of the long jumpers in action. We're now at a little past 5 o'clock. Priya Rathod representing Rajasthan. Five point 5.95 for Priya Rathod. Needless to emphasize that when you watch the long jumper, the aim, of course, of the run-up is to establish the maximum horizontal speed without inhibiting the takeoff. Bhavani Yadav, Bhagwati, Andhra Pradesh. And the speed, of course, loses at the takeoff, must be kept to the minimum, as the distance jump depends largely, which you'll watch there, on the run-up speed, and the most important factor in long jumping, that it is. She's hit the board, and beyond that, for Bhavani Yadav Bhagwati of Andhra Pradesh. The execution of the run-up actually influences the quality of all the following phases of the jump, particularly the takeoff, and that perhaps is the reason as to why the execution of the run-up was faulty in the case of that girl. We are slated to watch the final event in the decathlon, which is the 1500 meters, and that might decide the outcome of the decathlon winner. A reminder that it is Suren who is leading in the points after 9 events. Suren R of the Railways, 6,372 points. Yaman Deep Sharma of the Railways, 6,370. Jaktar Singh of Rajasthan, 6,305. Rohit Roman of the SSCB, 6,260. Navjot Singh, 6,153. Gokul KR, 6,139. Kushal Moite of Maharashtra, 6,117. But in the first of the two heats that they have decided here for the decathlon 1500 meters, you have Mohit Neeraj Yadav, Lokesh Rathod, Sanjay Kamal Dhankar, Arvind Ajit Singh, Gurlal Singh, Praveen and Ali Ahmad. The big guns are all in heat 2, unless of course one of these 10 runners comes up with something superlative. But short of that, I suspect that the outcome of this may go between R. Suraj, Yamandeep Sharma, Jaktar Singh, Rohit Roman and Navjot Singh, Gokul KR, perhaps a rank outsider. They would pace themselves gingerly, no hurry at all, but the hurry is to make sure that you muster up more points. That's the whole hurry. Compared with sprinting, the leg drive in the 1500 meters or any distant running is less intensive, the stride length is shorter and the stride frequency is reduced. The trunk, as you now watch, is kept upright at the uniform speeds and the arm action is less vigorous, unlike the sprints. And following the reduced driving action from the supporting leg, the recovery of the leg is lower and there is less knee lift. This is a reminder that you're watching action in the 1500 meters for the decathlon. After this would be the 4x100 meters relay, the two heats, which will decide which teams go through to the finals. The last lap here in the 1500 meters. Every minute, every second saved will earn these athletes, the decathlons, those extra points. So some of the 1500 meters runners are way ahead. Between the number 10 and number 1, the gap is virtually about 300 meters, which one doesn't see in a 1500 meters. But remember, these are the decathletes. Their specialization could just be a throw. His specialization could be a jump, and he must just be above average in the 1500 meters.
With a time of 1.92 meters, and she was the national champion for the title for 18 years. And presently is the coach of side Sports Authority of India, Bangalore. And she's been
So that should be the finish of the 1500 meters for the men in the decathlon. This is the final event of the 10 events in the decathlon. But we will have one more heat in which will feature some of the boys who are in the lead as far as the points are concerned.
and the winner of the gold medal who has created a new
438.15 for Ajit Singh,
national the world record of 30.77
440.91 for Sanjay.
of Brian Reed.
Shifting now to the discus throw for the men. That seems to be a pretty good throw there in the short put.
Congratulations to the winner and the Decathlon Olympian Sahana Swami for having presented the medal and blue line Poonam Dharmepa for having
So the discus throw for the men at the far end of the stadium. In fact, in the warm-up area, the discus final is also on. And the discus final where as we set out here for the 1500 meters, the second heat for the decathlon. R. Suren, the leader of the pack with 6372 points. Yamandeep Sharma is in second with 6370. Jaktar Singh in this pack 6305. Rohit Roman of the services 6260. KR Gokul, who at one point of time was leading after 7 events. Kushal Moite at one point of time was second for about 2 events. Dhaval Solanki and Stalin Jose. So it's very clear that for the leader of the pack, R. Suren of the railways, Rohit Roman is in the lead. So if he is able to muster up important points from 4, he could just be in a medal contention. He's opened up a gap there. He's opened up a lead there. Rohit Roman represents the army at the inter-services meet. The decathlon is all about endurance over 2 days, 5 events on the opening day, 5 on the second. R. Suren surely must be having his eyes set. He's up by 6,372. Yamandeep Sharma 6,370. So only 2 points. But Rohit Roman of the services in the 1500 meters seems to be having a clear task in front of him. He is now opening up that gap, and he'll open it to an extent which will ensure or make sure that he finishes amongst the men on the podium, the gold, the silver and the bronze. That's a big lead now. He must be an happy man. He's done all the hard work, Rohit Roman. So too the others have. Mentioned the 6 names who have been alternating themselves between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be the time when he will perhaps push himself much more than what he's done in the earlier laps. He's picking it up from here on. He is a services boy, so obviously these services boys have so much of support, the back support from their coaches, the physios, the dietitians. He's now coming towards the final 200 meters, but there is number 2 close on his heels. Will Rohit Roman be able to hold on to that lead which he's got? He'll have to push himself. He'll have to push himself if he needs to get there. And it is Yamandeep Sharma. It is Yamandeep Sharma of the Railways. So I don't know whether he's done enough out here to pick up those valuable points and go ahead of R. Suren of the Railways. Yamandeep Sharma also of the Railways. R. Suren also of the Railways. This is going to be some nerve-wracking moments for these decathletes when the results are announced.
We call upon the coordinators of services and railways to send their athletes for the victory ceremony. Team manager of services and railways, will you please send your athletes for the victory ceremony?
We move back to the discus throw for the men. Twelve of them started. Vikas Gowda holds the national record, set at Norman, 66.28 meters in 2012. Anil Kumar, the meet record at Bangalore, 60.07. Arun, 51.49 is his best. 12 starters in the men's discus. 12 starters in the men's discus. Vikas Gowda 66.28, Anil Kumar 60.07. The discus is one of the 7 finals of the second day. Ikram Khan, his best 52.64. Various factors, of course, contribute to what is known as a good throw in the discus. He's got 50.65. They're all hovering around the 51-meter mark. There are a fair bit of restrictions in this event, sufficient to give a sound understanding of what the performer must do in order to comply with the rules. Oinam Singh, 52.23. We are now into round 4 of the discus throw final for the men. So we've got the results of the decathlon. There is an upset because Suren was leading all the way through. And what do we have? Yamandeep Sharma 7078, Rohit Roman 6965, and the bronze goes to Jaktar Singh 6888. Suren finishing on 6372 in the 8th position. So obviously the 1500 meters was not his forte going into the final event, and that's an area which he'll want to improve with the passage of time. 52.62 the best for Prabjot Singh. He's now got 52.44. The second was a foul. And in the fourth, 54.05. So at every outing except that foul, he's bettered his throw. The discus thrower is always concerned with three important principles: the speed of the release, the angle of the release, and an aerodynamic factor necessary to keep the discus flowing efficiently through the air.
For a meeting. There is a technical meeting right after the event.
And as we watch one more, this is the fourth round of the discus throw. The most important factor is the speed of release. But if the discus leaves the hand in such a way that presents a large surface to the air, then the true value of the throw will be lost because of the air resistance considerably reducing the effect of the release speed. Gagandeep, his best of 55.14, so he's there in the leaderboard. Watch his shoes there carefully. He's got two different types of shoes. I wonder if you get the type that he's wearing, or you buy two different pairs of shoes. 55.06. For Gagandeep Singh of the SSCB. Its best is 55.14 on the second outing. The most important factor, as I keep on emphasizing, is the speed of the release. But if the discus leaves the hand in such a way that it presents a large surface, then of course everything seems to be getting lost. Baljinder Singh, representing Punjab, 50.63. And now he's got 52.47. So that's his best. As we shift our attention to the relays, this is there are two heats in the relays. The 4x100 meters, the national team 38.89 in 2010, The Railways team holds the meet record of 39.75. 1 and 2 are vacant. Gujarat A in 3, Kerala C in 4, Madhya Pradesh D in 5, Punjab H in 6, Tamil Nadu K in 7, and Odisha E in 8. Relays, the baton exchange. Needless to say, the most important. We've all known countries like the United States which have been disqualified for a faulty baton exchange, and they're off there. The first of the 100 meters runners, Gujarat 3, Kerala 4, Madhya Pradesh 5, Punjab 6, Tamil Nadu 7, and Odisha 8. At the back straight, now into the third leg. In the outside, it's Odisha and Tamil Nadu. This is going to be the crucial juncture, as it is Tamil Nadu. Breathing down is Odisha in the outside. But Tamil Nadu comes up with a cracker there after everything went right for them from the start. So good start there for Tamil Nadu and Odisha. Watch carefully, the first two runners on the outside in 7 and 8 were strong with a wonderful baton exchange. Then on the home straight, they maintained the lead, Tamil Nadu and Odisha. Odisha looked a little with a slender lead, but it's here that the baton exchange was wonderful for Tamil Nadu, and they had a great, wonderful anchor to finish it off for them. Odisha looking over his shoulders, but he didn't have to worry. So Tamil Nadu 40.33. They qualify. So too the Odisha 40.52. Kerala 41.05. And then down Punjab, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Back to the discus. The finals going on. Prabjot Singh with a heave of 54.21. That's his best so far. I started off with 53.62. As we're now coming towards the closing stages of the men's discus throw, the final. Nirbhay Singh, 55.21. Nirbhay represents the state of Haryana. Amongst the throwers, names which come to mind: Shakti Singh.
In lane number 3, we have police sports control with number G. Lane number 4, Jharkhand with...
So the introduction for the second heat of the 4x100 meters relay. 3 is the police sports control. 4 is Jharkhand. 5 is SSCB. 6 is the railways. And 7 is ONGC. SSCB drawn in lane 5. ONGC in 7, the Railways in 6. These should be the strong teams here in the second heat. They're off there, the first of their runners. The services looking strong. Drawn in the middle in lane 5. Bit of a fault there in the outside for the ONGC. On the back straight, the services and the Railways. Once again, the elbow jutting out in that zone. Round the bend now, they'll come to the anchor, and look at that. Oh, wonderful. That's a wonderful exchange in the center. And for them, lane 4, Jharkhand, and lane 5, the services romped home towards the end to finish what would be a wonderful 4x100 heat 2. So yes, the services 40.12, the Railways 40.76, ONGC 41.50, and the police 41.52. Jharkhand did not start. We are now into the 5th round of the discus throw with Gagandeep heaving it to 55.08. So that actually 55.08 is not the best, because he's got 55.14 in his second heave.
Kindly note, coaches, managers from all the departments as well as from the state, your athletes, if there are any medal winners, kindly make sure to send them to the state. Today we need to close all the medal ceremonies, without which we will not be having any medal ceremonies pending of today's event. I request to cooperate athletes, all the winners in today's event, to kindly come on stage, and we shall have a medal ceremony.
Now into the 6th and the final round of the discus throw.
And not miss this spectacular day with having a medal ceremony. Long-term winners in women's section to kindly come over. Long-term winners. Men. Discus throw men winners.
Getting ready now for the 6th and the final round in the discus throw for men.
are both men and women medal winners to kindly come on stage. 100 meters. 100-meter winner men section kindly come over for medal ceremony. I understand they will replay. Nikhil Patil and Shiva. Manikanta, Nikhil Patil and Shiva to kindly come on stage so that we can finish the medal ceremony on time, please. Manager SSCB to kindly send these athletes from 100-meter men winners. Manager coaches of SSCB. Kindly send Manikanta and Nikhil for medal ceremony.
So the final round of the discus throw now being performed. When you look at the final flinging position, which does not provide quite the same proposition of the throw as the final pushing movement in the shot, it is nevertheless an extremely significant part of the whole action, and most throwers spend quite a lot of the technique training time trying to achieve the powerful final positions. The speed, of course, of the release in the final flinging action is dependent upon the force and the range over which the force is made to act. In this aspect, the thrower often has to make a compromise. And that's why we keep on saying that the final flinging position does not provide quite the same proportion of the throw as the final pushing movement in the shot. It is nevertheless an extremely significant part of the whole action, and most throwers spend quite a lot of their technique training time trying to achieve powerful final position. Ikram Khan of Madhya Pradesh is BIP 717. He's got 50.63. That's not good for a podium finish.
Following men women the 100 meters of the victory ceremony.
And when you look at the discus thrower there, it's also possible for the thrower to get an extremely long range of movement. But to achieve this, he must have to place the slinging arm in a very unnatural, tense position, requiring muscular effort to sustain it. And this will ultimately detract from the speed with which the movement can be executed. 54.26 for Gagandeep Singh of the SSCB. We're coming towards the final stages of not only the discuss but the events of the day. The withdrawn position, which must be as far behind the right shoulder, which you just saw as mobility will allow, has to be a really relaxed one. It is difficult to obtain a good wind-up position when just performing the final part of the movement or the standing throw, because in the running position, the body can move ahead of the discus, leaving it trailing and the arm fairly relaxed. It's a wonderful view of the Sri Kantirwa Stadium here in Bangalore as we come towards the end of day 2 of the track and field of the 62nd Open Nationals.
Guest of honor for this award functions is Saraswati Saha, Ajinawadi, 200 meters record holder, Asian Games winner, Asian Championship silver medalist, and 4-time national champion. Saraswati Saha is being accompanied by Reed Abraham, Asian medalist for the even bronze national champion for her Tanzanian Arjuna Award, Young Lok Sabha Award winner, and she had won 16 gold medals and 11 silver medals in the national level. And in the Masters, she has been keeping winning the Asian and world. On the victory podium of 100 meters, we are proud to present you the winners. It is Peace of Railways, winning the bronze for having written the timing of 10.70 seconds. The winner of the silver medal is Nikhil Patil of Services for having clocked 10.69 seconds. And the gold medal winner, the fastest men athlete of the 62nd National Open Athletics Championship, H.H. Manikanta of Services, who had clocked the timing of 10.42 seconds.
Okay. Can you all come in the middle and you both stand there? भैया थोड़ा आगे जाओ.
Congratulations winners, and we thank our guest of honor, Arjuna awardee Saraswati Saha, for having honored the winners, and we do thank Arjuna awardee Reed Abraham for having accompanied.
Yeah, it's okay. मणिकंठा इधर देखो, इधर देखो, इधर